End of the player break, it's just gone, of course. Back now with the boys digging tasks. What is the goal for the upcoming season? You're currently 42nd in the world. Is it breaking into that top 30, or is there, different goals in mind?
It's definitely getting back into the top 30. We kind of went out of the top 30 because we went on a player break earlier than some of the other teams. We didn't play the last month while other teams were competing. So we feel like we are in the level where we should be and can be and will be in the top 30. It's just a matter of like us getting back into it, playing more tournaments.
Yeah, that makes complete sense, right? An earlier break. How was the player break for you guys? Was it a period of rest, just really kind of taking a step back from CSGO, or, was it spending a lot of time grinding, working on stuff as a team to eventually get back into that top 30?
We had a longer player break this time because Forrest became a father for the second time. He had a son. So we had to go on vacation like 2 or 3 weeks earlier than the other teams did. But that also meant that we started a bit earlier. Basically, as getting back on the server, talking, playing, trying to shake off some of the rust. But otherwise, it was a lot of rest. Like we didn't do anything like with the team or so. We just had some, had a proper vacation, being away from the computer, and now we're all ready to get back into it.
And obviously a huge thing for Forest as well in that sense. So as a team, the performances as of late, you said it was very good before. You said that much earlier break, obviously because of Forest, having a kid and all that. So you said top 30 is the kind of goal for you guys coming into this new season. In your current state as a team, do you believe that that's something you can achieve very quickly, or is it going to take a bit of time to kind of get back to that level?
Well, we haven't been competing now for like almost a month and a half, so we're gonna need some time. Like we're working very hard right now, trying to get everything going again from after the break. It's you're getting away from like the level of like when you're competing, when you're playing tournaments like after week, you're in the competitive like mindset and everything. It's not like but now we're just trying to practice, make sure that everything is working well. So when we're joining the server to play the first official games, we're gonna be ready for it. And I feel like we have a very good shot of getting back into the top 30. Hopefully, we can go even higher this season. So we're just gonna grind it, and hopefully we will get back into the top 30. Hopefully more.
Exactly that. Perfect stuff. So, Dingus, you're one of the stage 2 invite teams, right? How are you feeling coming into Malta Vibe?
Yeah, we're super excited. It's going to be the first official games for us coming back from the vacation. But I can feel the energy only when we're practicing now with the team. So I feel very good. There are some really good teams, obviously, in the tournament as well. But we are confident that we can go all the way and win it. We just need to get back into the competitive mindset now and just join the server and play well.
And yeah, you already mentioned it, right? There's some scary teams invited alongside yourselves. Entropic to name one, Endpoint another one. Is there any that you're keeping an eye on as contenders alongside yourselves?
I mean, yeah, for sure. Obviously, there's a lot of good teams in the tournament. Entropic is one of them, and we have a pretty hard side of the bracket, if I recall. So but it's that's fun for me as well. Like we're coming straight back from the vacation, and we're just getting thrown into it. With the competitive matches and good teams, so that's just fun. It's you just want to get back into it. You don't want to sit and practice for too long, but there's definitely good teams. But we feel like we can still beat every team in this tournament. It's a lot about ourselves here, so hopefully we can bring our A game.
How do you feel about the format of the tournament? Right, it's slightly different to what you'd say your usual tournament, where here it's single elimination. You lose and that's it.
Yeah, obviously there's a lot of pressure coming in when it's a single elimination. One bad day or just a few mistakes and you're out of a tournament. So, but at the same time, I think that's fun. You put a lot of pressure on yourselves, and I like being when when you have to feel the pressure, you get maybe a bit adrenaline as well. Important matches, fun matches. So for me, it's just fun. Obviously, it's a big tournament with a lot of teams. It would take forever if you'd had to play for group stage games and everything. So it's fun. We just get straight back into a tournament, single elim, and just battle it out with all the teams. So yeah.
So, you're one of the legendary 870 NIP members, right? Coming into a tournament like this, that holds a lot of weight. You've mentioned you already like the pressure and you like that sort of competitive edge. Does, players like yourself and Forrest, do you feel that sort of pressure? Or now after, all this time, is it just sort of normal?
I think it's normal. I think, I mean, I don't really feel like the same pressure, especially not online. I think it's different when you maybe go up on the stage for the first time in a long time. If we would go straight back to LAN now and play the first LAN game, I guess maybe you would be a bit like, oh wow, we're back on the stage now, it's going to be interesting. But online, obviously it's still important matches and everything. You just don't get the same feeling as online as when you play on LAN. But like, yeah, I've been around for quite some time, as well as Forrest. So I think we as young the server, and we play, and we just try to play the best we can.
Yeah, and you already mentioned, right? LANs are starting to make this comeback now. Is this something that you're looking forward to in the future? Maybe potential to head out to Malta if they do one of these again for future LAN, or are you kind of comfortable now that you can just play from home?
No, obviously, like I would love to go to LAN or like to boot camp again. We're also trying to get together a boot camp with the team. By winning here, we would win a boot camp in Malta. So obviously that would help out a lot, and it would be a lot of fun. So yeah, I mean, hopefully the world goes back to normal soon. People get vaccinated, and LANs come back, because that's kind of like the thing that drives me the most. Like, playing official matches, but like the very best is to play the official matches on LAN. Nothing beats that, and like that's one of the main reasons why I keep on competing, is to travel to a LAN event and just battle it out, like feel the crowd and stuff like that. I miss those times, and I hope that we can get them shortly again.
Yeah, and you already mentioned it, right? If you win at Malta Vibes, you get this opportunity to go out to boot camp in Malta. How do you feel about that? I mean, that's such a nice kind of addition to the prize pool. It's just that kind of, I guess you could call it a small holiday, but also a working holiday at that.
Yeah, obviously. Malta, maybe a bit better climate than what we have here in Sweden and Norway. So yeah, it would be nice, to maybe mix up a bit of holiday, but also boot camp, and check out Malta. I've never been, so it would be very nice to be there.
On an individual note, right, you're 29 years of age, which isn't old by any means, but I guess you could say, slightly older than the average CSGO professional. What are your personal goals heading into this new season, right? Obviously, you've definitely still got that fire to compete, I can tell that, but what are you looking for?
Yeah, I'm getting older, but I don't think that's a negative thing. I still feel like the fire, like you said, to compete. I feel like I still have some things to prove. Like I have a new role now, which is the in-game leading. I develop a lot all the time, and it's just like when I switched from playing and being in-game leader, it was like the way I thought about CS, or like the whole thing at which how I see CS changed a lot. So it's still new to me. I'm still learning a lot. Like every week, every month, I feel like I'm developing and I'm getting better in calling. So it's just to continue develop. Like I would love to go to a LAN event and win a LAN. Like it's been a few years now, so just continue to compete. I would love to, like I said, go to back to LANs. We've had a year of online playing now, so hopefully we can get the LANs. That's kind of like what I'm thriving for. That's kind of like my goal is to go to LAN and maybe even lift a trophy again.
And yeah, our final question. Do you see yourself, Forrest, Lecro, who are, as you mentioned, slightly older than the other two guys in your team, Horzerk and Heap? Do you see yourselves as sort of role models to them, right? You've obviously got so much experience under your belt, so many trophies as well in your long career. Do you see yourself as kind of building those guys up for the future?
For sure, especially like Halzark and Heap, they're both 21, so they have never really experienced maybe the LAN events and everything like that. And I think that's also like where we could like teach them, or like yeah, basically teach them even more like how to compete, and like how we're professional teams traveling, and everything that includes that. So um, definitely we've had a year of online playing now, and I feel like we've learned, we've taught them a lot, how we see the professional scene, how we act and behave, and everything like that. But I'm coming back to it all the time, but it would definitely, the next thing would be to come back to LAN, and also like for them also to feel that energy, which is when you're back on the LAN event.